How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice. Food, water, my dagger.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You, move! You're right. I wish you weren't, I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies? You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you! Oh, you thief!
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room. I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. Well, I'd drink to that.
Oh, you thief!
Something good here, I hope.
Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
You say that like you're looking forward to it.
I could use the target practice.
Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Step! Harry! Strike! Damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. All right, so like this. Step, step, swivel. Ah! I think you made it worse. Keep the advice to yourself next time.
これちょっと
Again. Swing and swing.
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
And again. Swing and swing.
You're alive. I woke up by the wreckage, surrounded by corpses. I was starting to think I was the only survivor. This was the first sign of friendly life I came across. I hoped I might find supplies, shelter, and a healer, of course. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but we still have their spawn inside our heads. We need to get rid of them while we still can. Or just company for our final moments. But yes, you look like a better choice than a band of helpless refugees. Before we go, I wanted to thank you for freeing me aboard the Nautiloid. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Right then, lead on.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got. Nothing caught.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Not a chance I'll fit in there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Please, let us through.
It is for... Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh! Let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back! No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. Your welcome can be easily withdrawn, outsider. Respect our grove, or face our claws.
I do wish I could understand you. You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Detail.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll. My friend, every story benefits from... Until we meet again.
squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
What? マジか。
Her motivations elude you. Distracted by your thoughts, you let your guard down. The squirrel bites your foot again. You claim victory over the squirrel, though you're not sure why you were fighting to begin with.
何勝ち誇ってんだ主人公は。
That's curious.
Mistra Rill.
Dead taunt!
Never a dull moment.
Witching hour.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. On my way.
Peer through the telescope. You see a red dragon. Tyrannical, greedy, and vain, they hunt without pity. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right.
I need a quick word.
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
What's next?
Yes, let's.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Watch your back.
Can't give up now.
Quite ready for you.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Need to find a way forward. I have something to ask.
Korga is expecting you. Go.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
Is someone singing?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Shh. Listen.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought. Your chest fills with yearning. You want to get closer. You need to get closer. Just a few more steps, and you can lose yourself in that sweet song.
What happened?
Let's have some carnage.
Death is but a word away.
Go for the throat.
A rough tempest I will raise.
There's blood in the air.
A tale for the ages.
Can't afford to let up. Focus, strike true.
してもいいのか。
have to keep going. This feels good. Allow me to demonstrate. Indeed.
I'm ready.
Time to kill.
On I go.
Blood comes easy these days. What's the safest path?
The lance board is set.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Shall we dance? Yes, here.
Creator, destroyer.
Are they gone? No. Yes. I mean, I don't know. That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. Comes with the territory. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
Always room for more?
How delicious. Go.
Something over there. Aren't you, Gay?
Sure. In silence.
Moving in.
I do wish I could understand you.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
You came! I have... Here! Mull said I should thank you properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story. It's about you. I hope you like it. I'm gonna be like you, son.
When do I get to run the ring stand?
Sylphie got caught.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
Sorry about the nest. You guys find anything good today?
No. Everyone's got junk. Worse than junk.
Don't worry, kid. In Baldur's Gate, curses practically grow on trees. Be patient.
Let's see what this does.
Try greasing palms. Ease things over.
Because that went so well last